Hello people and welcome to watch yet another Carcassonne Champions League stage match. This is between Lauri Leppänen of Finland with the screen name Larpaattori, and his opponent today is gonna be Santos. What's his first name? I will I will cheat and I will check it from somewhere. Where do I check it? God damn it. Like I had that in my head in like I don't know 2 seconds ago, but that's what happens when you don't stream one player's matches in like once a year or something. Um, that that and yes, so Gabriel Santos of Brazil with the screen name Sir Gus. Um, Lauri has achieved. So, Gabriel Santos from Brazil playing today versus Lauri Leppänen of Finland. And for the statistics wise, we're going to be running them through real quick here. With the Larpaattori having surpassed the 700 elo threshold quite a long time ago now. Well, like 8 months ago or something. With his peak going at 741, I believe. And for Sir Gus, let's actually check. I don't think he has surpassed the master rank, but maybe 600, 650, something like this, I believe. About, well, roughly so, about maybe 650, 640 or something. So a decent rating for him as well, though currently rated, of course, below 500. So there is some there's some movement, let's say, in his rating, and Laura should be the favorite today, although it is quite yeah. Although um, it is quite a low record that I have been able to like really uh, predict the outcomes of the recent matches. So not the proudest work from me, I guess there, but I'm gonna I'm gonna keep trying. So we are gonna be starting immediately. So with the 15-minute board game arena tournaments with no alternating starting player, but with ample amount of time, Larpaattori with the starting player playing with the red meeples works out the 4 points, as does Gabriel as well, for a nice equality, but a very small edge for Larpaattori as a result of the second city cap and the starting player advantage. And I probably we are gonna be just starting even a second city either here, well actually just here, going towards the bottom, I guess, because then if we get restricted towards a dagger, then at least we are gonna be able to snatch a 3-point road. But no, interesting choice by Lauri, just ignoring the two-city principle really here and just continuing his first one. But looks like he's gonna get some leeway as Gabriel just focusing on his own city here, finishing the 8-pointer, starting a new one, as opposed to just attacking the city of Lauri, which I believe would have been the correct solution. And Gabriel going with extreme conservatism here, with just finishing his only city that is live. Yeah, I definitely think that if Lauri just sticks to like good principles. He should have definitely an edge on this one if this is indeed the style of play that Sergas has decided to go with. Now, even though he is going to be able to attack the city of Lauri, which is unfortunate for him, well, unfortunate for Red, then I mean he should be able to make a win out of this with the remaining 55 tiles or so, just outplaying his opponents. I do wholeheartedly believe that Lauri has all the building blocks to do that. The quad city is drawn given immediately to the 2 points city parts of Gabriel, with the option for Lauri to still get a divider over here and get away with a 10-pointer, leaving the 5-point city part for Gabriel to be doing something with. Now only a 50-50 chance though, of course, but the 50-50 chance is better than just going for the connection and allowing Gabriel to, I guess, make another attack with a second meeple. First monastery of the game goes to Larpaattori and also goes for a mild restriction on the city and adds a point to the monastery as well. Now, judging by how Gabriel has played, I was about to say that I think we are going to be seeing this move right here. It seems like Gabriel has a lot to work on his priorities, and just like these basic principles of really like knowing what features are safe for him and where and how many cities should he have the knowledge of being able to use all types of different tiles effectively, or as much as he can. But let's see if the style that he has chosen is going to be proven to be the better one or not. Lauri going for the restriction and also gets the block going. Should definitely not be really doing anything about this. I think we just go for the full block, because if we get blocked over here as well, it doesn't really matter all that much, because we get a winning mini battle of 8 points to 4, and he does indeed go for it, and also restricts the other monastery of also restricts the other meeple of green down into another starting tile, which Gabriel is not going to be able to defend himself from. However, he gets the second divider, so now this city right here of Lauri is not going to be getting out with a 10-pointer for itself. And the divider happens also to be the second, well, not the second, but one of the tiles that Lauri was going to be aiming to get here, but he's going to be just fine hunting for one of the 3 remaining field Doritos as well. In the meanwhile, Gabriel goes for a second meeple to what is seemingly going to be a ruin build-up, which I don't think really is a good decision to go for, especially when you have one meeple guaranteed to be blocked and maybe even another one. Still does find a nice tile for him to go with a triple city, makes the connection. And for Lauri, I mean, he has a couple of options. He could go over here, take back his meeple. He could go over here and take the 8-pointer. Welcome, Juan Alvarez. Yeah, I will try to zoom in as much as possible, but I do have to be aware of the stream overlay as well, so that the tiles don't get covered up to it or under it. The save has been made to the monastery, now needing the starting tile to go, which there still are 2 in the deck. Lauri could be going maybe over here to try and restrict the city connection, but this is also fine, I guess. Or he could just maybe use another meeple over here at some point to just equalize this city. And I honestly think that the orientation of this tile for Gabriel is not the best, because he is allowing a rather easy attack to the ruin slash the city coming from red with any city plus road tile, which I assume it will be happening at some point, or if Gabriel decides to cover up, which he does not. Instead, well, he covers up something, but now the city is looking rather dangerous. With just one city cap going over here, Lauri is going to be having some urgent issues in his position, and would have to then find something to equalize this city. But he is 14 points ahead on the scoreboard. He has blocked successfully one meeple of Zergas, and has a easily defendable road or completable road, which he now does. Also starts a 6-point monastery, and at the same time creates another, well, even a third attacking platform to this city right here. But they all require a city plus road tile, but he does get one. So now the question really is, where do we attack from? And I think this is the way, because it is because this attacking square is not restricted in any way. Curve for Lauri. Could be just going over here, I guess, adding 1 point to the monastery. With 4 meeples, he also might be, I guess, taking a look at meepling one of the 4 6-point fields. But we don't need to rush with those. Although we could do that with, like, you know, sort of a tempo, because we also add the point to the monastery. But what else could he be doing? Well, not really much else. I don't think there's any other feature worth taking except for maybe like a 6-point field. And by going over here and taking the field, we would have some small growth potential here. But decides to go for a loop road. Yeah, decides to go for a loop road anyways. I guess he's trying to maybe set up a road monastery here, or just like a curve plus a straight road combo to claim a 12-point field, or, you know, just to claim a field with just extra 4-point road, which would also be nice. Triple city for a Lauri. But it is a quick point tile, even though it is a connection tile also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still 2 triple cities remaining in the deck. And I think some Doritos as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, yeah, still 2 Doritos. So 4 connection tiles still to go over here. Decides to use it as a 2-pointer. And takes his chances on not connecting to the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-point ruin at the moment. Starting tile for Lauri, and now with Gabriel having no meeples in his hand, we could even leave the city cap lying around somewhere. We could even go for this and go for a farmer. Not a bad idea at all. Or we could do, I guess, something a bit more crazier and go over here and add another meeple to attack this ruin with. But I don't think we need to do that. We are plus 23 on the scoreboard. We are plus 17 after this, plus 20, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 9, plus 1, equal, and then plus 6, plus 7, and then basically minus 5, but with 5 more meeples, 3 more meeples, and we can just set up some nice scoring opportunities for us. Now, do we connect? it would allow a further connection platform for Gabriel then. We could also maybe just go here, claim a 5-point ruin slash a city, and try to wait maybe for a triple city to go over here, because there are still 2 of those remaining, and a road Dorito, I believe. No road Dorito, but a field Dorito is still remaining in the deck, so still 3 tiles to go here, 2 which would be slightly better than the Dorito. This, I mean, it's an option, sure. I think it's a rather weak option. I don't think we need this meeple back. And I think in some cases it might even provide a path for Gabriel to go over here with something like this and place a meeple with go triple city here, Dorito here, city cap here, and even finish this entire thing. So I think this is a bit of a misstep from Lauri. Also considering that like he had 2 meeples in hand, he had this meeple to like easily get back to his hand. Like he really doesn't need the monastery back to his hand at any point. Triple city going for a Gabriel. And now, surely with this tile, we are going to be finally connecting, because we only then have one other connection tile with the one remaining triple city in the deck. So surely we go over here. And like even if, oh, come on, not, nah, man, nah. We only have one tile to connect here, and even though this would create another attacking platform to the ruin, then because there is only one triple city remaining, like this city isn't completable. And if Gabriel goes here and uses his final meeple to attack with the third one, we only really give away 2 points. Well, okay, maybe this shielded tile also. So like max 4 points, but we take away the meeple from the hand of Gabriel. And he would be needing to use a city cap to attack, because there are no other attacking tiles, I think. Well, actually, there is an extender, but he would be well off with the extender here or here anyway. So, like, going over here with the Dorito, like, it's not going to, like lose us anything, like, almost ever. But now we are risking these 11 points, actually now 12 extra points, to be left for Gabriel, because we haven't gone for the connection with any tile that we have had the chance to do so. However, I think we'll be fine without the connection, at least as long as Gabriel just doesn't draw, I don't know, like 6 city caps randomly here. Because we are at plus 16, plus 22, 23, 20, 15, 10, 9, 7, 3, minus 5, plus 7. Yeah, like plus 7 and a meeple. And we have a scoring tile here, and we probably have a city cap to go over here as well. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have like 3 city caps to go over here to score nicely. Larpaattori decides to restrict the city of Gabriel, to which I don't really see a point of doing so, but he deems that these 2 extra points, well, actually 1 extra point for the completion of the city, no, 2 extra points for the completion of the city are gonna be worthwhile for him to make, I guess, a full block, but I really don't think it was necessary to do. Road Monastery for a Lauri, a wonderful, wonderful tile, could be going over here for 8 points. Bringing this city into the field and taking a 5-point monastery, could be going, I guess, over here to make sure, for 6 points, to make sure that the field keeps in our control with 2 meeples for 15 points. Or maybe something else. I don't think there's something else. I think we just go here because we also want to use the triple city, and in order to do that, we would like to have an empty, not an empty hand, but we would like to have only one meeple in our hand. So we definitely don't want to have a meeple surplus. Gus takes back a meeple. Yeah, it really didn't matter where he takes these 2 points because he has to use a meeple here on the road to make sure that he doesn't have a meeple surplus, and he does. Larpaattori has a 66% chance to get the triple city, and he does get the triple city, and we do get to connect. So I guess the patience was worthwhile. But I still think that like going over here, getting back the monastery meeple, it's a bit of an overkill. I think we could have just left the city cap onto our field, and if Gus wants to block that, then so be it. But he needs to then use a valuable tile to do so. A being a city tile. 4-point road for Larpaattori as his final turn, and a 5-pointer ruin for a Gabriel. So as I did say, Larpaattori is going to be able to draw the better end of the stick thanks to his experience here and sticking to, well, let's say being a lot more efficient with his meeples, as Gus had multiple early slip ups and even in the mid game slip ups to not be as efficient and not be as safe, because for instance here, like, it's not really recommended to go over here because you are not guaranteed to finish your city, but you are helping the monastery of red to get completed, and it is exactly what happened. So the city of green got blocked in the end, and the monastery got away. And yeah, really not that good of an outcome for a Gabriel. But it is a good outcome for the Finnish fans, such as me. 1-0 for the Finnish master. And he also gets to start this second game as well, which is, well, great news for, well, again, great news for the Finnish fans. Has been able to grab the first 4 points from the city. And Gus again goes for a conservative move, although actually this time it might be more justified, because there wasn't like that great of a square to place the city crossroad to, although maybe you could have even considered going over here and just taking the road as green from either end, because it would be a really easily completable loop, and then it wouldn't be left to your opponent. And Larpaattori does create the loop, although I don't really fancy him not taking it, because it's really easy to complete. Like, still, like, almost every single tile was remaining into this square, and this square is unblockable. Yeah, I really think that it's just a misstep from Lauri to not take this road, because it's like super low risk of investing the meeple on it. Well, he does now finally take it. Also adds 2 points to his part of the city. And yeah, should be going over here to restrict this connection and to also force the connection to be made at some point by Gabriel. Is he trying to decide on meeple in the road, or what's? Oh, okay, just taking a bit of a breather of saying that the PTR servers are slow at the moment, which I to wholeheartedly believe, as just like, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago or something, or let's say like half an hour ago, I saw a lot of people being disconnected from the servers and a lot of complaints in the general chat. Gus going for a second meeple to the ruin, even though the first one hasn't even connected, but will have to use, and well, has no issue to use a a salvation tile over here to restrict the connection to Road Doritos, and he does, rightfully so. Also grabs one of the three, one of the three daggers that were fitted, or that would fit over here to complete the road for red. Welcome, George Bolas. City start for Lauri, just seemingly trying to like live with the fact that assumably he's going to be losing this ruin. Maybe he's going to try to connect it to connect there later on, but not as of right now, given that his one meeple is already restricted in this build up anyways. Not taking 2 points, as it would be somewhat jeopardizing his meeple to an annoying block, to a crossroad block. Instead, just adds a shielded tile to his own city and continues it there. And he could do a couple of things here. He could just advance his city even further. Maybe go over here. Actually, wouldn't be too bad. Try and restrict the city over here, but decides to go for the first option, trying to finish the city as well. Not too bothered seemingly over the safety of the potential 10 or a 12 point city here, but just attacks the 1-pointer, which is fine. Doesn't like to take away tiles from himself from finishing the city, which is understandable. And he also, of course, created the potential blocking spot to the monastery as well. But as a result of doing so, he is going to be getting attacked. What's he going to respond with? We could go... I mean, actually, he could maybe go even over here, although adding city caps to a city that you are potentially losing isn't the most ideal option. He could go over here, restrict the monastery to a dagger, but there are still 2 of those remaining, so maybe not do that. Or just start a new city somewhere, maybe here, and leave the second city cap somewhat restricted. Or here as the 4th option, sure. It does leave the second city cap somewhat restricted the same way as here, but is threatening the potential maybe like a triple Dorito setup here. And 3 points, and the potential blocking platform is what Lauri goes for. Absolutely loving it. Unfortunately, not gonna happen. Gabriel draws a divider, takes 4 points, takes back the meeple from the monastery, and also sets up this nice looking potentially 9-point field, which Larpaattori could take, but he might also be inclined to take maybe this road over here for eventually 7 or 8 points, maybe, assuming that the road Dorito is going to be drawn by Gabriel. And if the Dorito is not going to be drawn, then at least he will not be, in all likelihood, losing the ruin, which would also be great. Now, the one issue is that with the second dagger that Gabriel used on his monastery, there's now only 1 dagger remaining onto this square right here. And that is a problem. Also, this tile is a huge problem. not really good moves to be doing. Like, not any good moves available here. Either connecting your opponent to your ruin, adding 2 points to your opponent's ruin, um, making the connection over here on the left, but leaving an ample amount of future attacking spots, and decides to go for this idea, which I have to say that I don't really like. I think I would have just gone over here and add the 2 points to the ruin instead. Because like, why would you like willingly connect everything together when you are expecting this road to Rito to come, and you are expecting to be on the losing side of this ruin fight? Like, why not just allow, or just let your opponent make this move and use an extra turn to do that? Because now this move right here is essentially saving one move for green, and it's going to be bad news for Lauri for sure, because every saved move is just like absolute gold mine. Curves for Larpaattori. Not the best tiles. Maybe you could go over here for 4-point loop, but it will mess up with the city, so maybe not actually do that. Or here, that's also fine. Then we will not be losing out on value for from like crossroads or something, or city caps like this, because we do get to take 4 extra points. Now the road Dorito has been drawn, and as I said, now we are as red on the losing side in the mini battle, which is not great. What do you think about Meeple on most right cross for green? Most right cross. So where exactly? You're gonna have to give me some more specifics. Most right cross for green. I don't really get what you mean. Extender for a Lauri. Ah, it was long ago. Yeah, probably maybe, I don't know, something like this, me pulling this 1-point part or something. Could be a doable option. I know players who would be doing that. Maybe even myself if I have like a lot of meeples in hand. So extender for Lauri, and seems like he is using a couple seconds of his time to reload the games. Now he did make his city more vulnerable, but actually, thankfully, for red, Gabriel has like restricted the the city, and made it impossible to attack to, with still a lot of city caps with a field to go, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with still 7 city caps with a field to go. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 6 city caps to go, but a fantastic chance to finish the city, and also gonna be then, of course, dropping a farmer onto a 9-point field with an extra city cap on it. Ooh, well, we do have now an opportunity to attack here to the ruin, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we'll just go over here, continue our city, continue our road, most importantly, and just take the points. And because again, we want to have the meeple in hand in order to be meepling this field right here. But okay, sure, Lauri meeples another field. Unfortunately, now he will not be able to take the 12-point field, so even the choosier one, and it will go to Gabriel, and it will spell a trouble. Yeah, going for the field, of course. And with one meeple in hand, Lauri cannot really use the monastery anywhere unless he wants to be extravagant with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with only one crossroad remaining. But there are 2 horses and a road monastery to finish this road. And let's have a look at the point count. So -4 for red, -12, -24 equal here, -19, 20, 24, 27, 31, 32, 30, 21, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, -10 for red, with still a possibility to get a meeple back from here and attack this field. I guess with 15 tiles remaining, Lauri could even go over here immediately and attack the field, and then hope to get one of the 4 remaining road ends and get this meeple back, or hope to get the dagger, go over here and get the meeple back. And because he's at -10, just getting to this field would put him already at +2 with 5 tiles to get a meeple back. So sounds kind of good in my eyes, or in my ears. Gabriel, however, gets a meeple back from the monastery, and it would probably be good for us or good for red if they were to attack the road, but of course they won't. Just scoring points now. +2, +1, -2 is Lauri at the moment, and well, he's getting a tile to get some points. Although, that's an interesting way to turn it. Not sure if it is the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Giving 3, 1, 2, yeah, giving 3 connection tiles as opposed to 2. Oh, but of course, if the connection is made, then the meeple is going to be getting back into the hand of red and green, and it's going to be 3 more points for the field. And I guess Lauri didn't want to see a divider going over here with his part potentially not being able to even be finished. But there is the divider. Unfortunately for Lauri, it's not going to be helping him in any way. He'll be able to take some city caps to his field, but that's about it. And for Gabriel, I mean, he doesn't even need to attack the field, but it would practically be like one option to try and lose the game, I guess, because his lead at the moment is like +5 or something, maybe +3, and he has the 2 extra meeples, and he's going to be able to grow the ruin. And Lauri just isn't getting any useful tiles here. He's getting basically garbage for himself, because he's not landing any of the 5 remaining tiles that he could be getting his meeple back. And it's gonna be hurting him because he needs a meeple back ASAP to score quick points. This one, I mean, it works. I don't believe it was even necessary, but it works. So gets even onto the field of Lauri for 12 points, and Lauri keeps drawing just absolutely almost useless tiles, actually. And well, I dare to say that they are useless indeed, because the only really useful tiles for Lauri would be anything to get a meeple back, and he only has 2 tiles remaining. It's not going to be enough. Gabriel could even go, I guess, for a farmer over here, Lauri finally gets a meeple back, but it's way too late, unfortunately. So Gus with a triple city. Now he could go for this connection, and it would actually be worth 6 points. So going over here, getting 3 points for the city, and then laying down on this field for 3 extras, and now it doesn't even matter that the points would also be on this field because it's shared field. So 6-point move, the best that Gus could do at the moment. I think it's also the best move in this position. I don't think he has anything better. I think I think this, like in the worst situation, probably lead. Okay, I think we're back. And yeah, the triple city move was exactly the move that was made in the game. So in the worst situation, it's going to, yeah, it's going to be a plus minus 0 net positive, or like net positive slash net negative, because there was just nowhere to grab anything else but like 6 points maybe over here, or in this case 6 points for the monastery. 18 points is the final scoreboard difference in favor of Gabriel, and he makes the match to go into a decider. And maybe this will also waken up Lauri a bit as well to try and to try and step up his game into being more efficient. Gabriel, for his fortunate, does get to be the starting player and also gets, well, doesn't get the best tile, one of the more inconsequential ones, but does get to continue on that path and does and gets a very juicy tile actually on for his second turn, gets the road end, gets to meeple the city cap, and gets to have a decent position. Assumably a just the intuitive move, I guess, for Sir Gus, but I wouldn't actually recommend that because the two city principle is just like the way to go. I think in these positions, especially because like immediately it's like so likely that you are gonna get attacked, and it also happened like immediately so. But we have a counter attack from Gabriel. Well, maybe a counter attack. It's not quite certain yet. It could be just a city cap here and maybe a blocking attempt for Lauri. Just continues his loop road, and a juicy monastery for Gabriel could be going over here, which I think would be the best move out there. Going over here, directing the road to the left, so that then you can have a like something like a crossroad and a curve to finish off the road and get some extra points. Goes for I mean he goes for the less efficient 5-point monastery spot, not controlling any of his features, and not controlling any features either of his own or the opponent's. But that's, that is good stuff for green. Welcome all. Welcome LR. Lauri turns the city to be going out of the way of the attack. Even considers now dropping a farmer, which I think would be quite a decent move. Also, the dagger isn't really an issue for the monastery because the road is also restricted to the same dagger, so it's going to be likely just a winning mini battle for the monastery if the dagger is never to come there or never to go there. Welcome, Natpira. Yeah, indeed, a meeple onto the field is indeed what Lauri does. And Gus keeps just taking away the city caps, which I think is a fine move, especially when this city isn't, like, it's not particularly vulnerable at the moment. It's really difficult actually to try and restrict it or block it from like via the city, even though that is would have been the possibility to do for Lauri, but he ignores that and just goes for 2 points, which I really don't like actually. I think it would have been so much better to just break this city, like going here or here, and yeah, really try and cause the pressure on both of these cities. These 2 points, I mean, they are okay because it's, again, like, it's efficiency, but sometimes you just have like choosier um, moves to be doing. And right now for Gus, yeah, sure, goes for the more direct approach of trying to save the more distressed meeple. Could have also maybe go over here or even over here and risk the meeple getting blocked, but also maybe get a double Dorito combos there. Lauri gets a 6-pointer for himself, but does get also restricted into the one remaining road monastery, which isn't actually a huge deal. Again, because this monastery is restricted from both sides, and from the other side, also the road is gonna be needing the dagger, and doesn't look like Lauri is prepared to place a dagger here, which he should never do, at least before the road monastery has been drawn and placed here by either player. And honestly, in this instance, I don't really see the position of red being such that he would be placing the road monastery here, even though it is a nice chunk of points. Red continues the road, and Lauri calmly takes another monastery. Now, unfortunately, his monasteries are like scattered all over the field, all over the board, so it's going to be really like inefficient way to build them, but he wants to have the safety over the efficiency, and for now it seems to be working. 7-pointer here, 6-pointer here, and this setup over here, which I would say is somewhat unlikely to get back into the hand of green. Oh, I think a miss from Lauri. I think he would have been better off going over here with the immediate restriction and not have to deal with it later, because there's again only one dagger remaining into this square if you are to ever restrict that. And well, this is also another tile to do it with. So now we go here and we restrict the city to a dagger anyways, and we don't even make another field attacking platform over here just because of very, well, I guess kind of kindly so. Gabriel just took that possibility away. Yep, good stuff. Oh, well, of course, Gabriel does get the dagger immediately, but we can make the full block, which is nice. We are also gonna be meepling the road, or are we? Because we need we need curvy tiles to then 2 places, or maybe even 3 places, which is not really all that great. Or we do this. This is also fine. So we make the full block on the city, which is the most essential part, but we also leave the 4-point road lying around, which is actually slightly better for us, I guess, because we have only one meeple in our hand, or had only one meeple in our hand, and could then use a larger variety of tiles to score quick points. makes the monastery platform. Even though there are only 2 monasteries remaining, and one of them is the road monastery, and it always goes here by both players now, because this monastery will never be getting back into the hand of green, because there are no daggers to fit into this square anymore. So this square right here will never be filled with the road monastery. But it could be filled with, I guess, a vanilla, which there still is 1 remaining. No, actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No vanillas remaining. 0 vanillas. So only the regular monastery will go here into the square. Yeah, not the greatest, not the greatest of odds actually. I think I would have, with that in mind, would have loved to go over here rather and just have a bunch more tiles for us to get the meeple back. Just because like going over here, it really gives us 1 tile to get this meeple back and nothing else. And it is a rather big issue. 1 point ahead is Gus at the moment, with well, these becoming then equal, city equal, 5 points for the road, -2 for the monastery, and then this one scores 6 extra, so +6, and the field is 12, so -6 for Gus. Now attacks the field, though doesn't look like it's the most safest way to go at it. Not that there was like a hugely safe square to attack the field from anywhere, but because of at least the daggers being gone, Lauri could go over here. I was about to say the other way, like go over here with the field side going on the left, and then get a city plus road tile over here and make the block. Whereas now I don't think it's fully blockable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually it is. It is fully blockable with still the to a road Dorito, which doesn't exist. Oh, come on, man. But this still leaves 1 tile to go here. Okay, it takes away 3 though. Takes away 3. I guess that's fine then. Takes away all the city crossroads, which both players actually would like to have, because there are several spots for those tiles elsewhere, like over here, and just as a 2-point roads. Though it doesn't really matter now, does it, if you just keep drawing all of them? But do you take this city? Because then it leaves a 6-point road, a 7-point road up for grabs. Maybe not something that you want to do. Ooh. What if we go here and meeple the city? Is that too much? Is that too much? I think it could be actually. Just the 2 points for Lauri. Doesn't want to take this the 4. Doesn't want to leave the 7-point road lying there around. Do we see an immediate restriction to starting tiles, which there are still 2 remaining? Ideally, of course, we would like to see, or Lauri would like to see, maybe even I, a restriction into a dagger, because again, 0 of those are remaining. Or maybe we just go over here and we keep alive our chances of hitting the regular monastery. But that is not what Lauri decides to do. Gus, with the splitter, takes the 4 points, doesn't try to go for any random, doesn't try to go for any additional like like semi saves or anything. Doesn't try to go for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which could have been still possible. Still 2 Doritos in the deck. Straight road for Gus doesn't help him. He could, I guess, go over here and drop a farmer. It is yet another path to the field, but his meeples are at in very bad positions. And oh, this is the oh wow, what a tile for Lauri. Not only does he get the dagger to fit over here and to prevent the connection to the main field, but he also gets to go over here and block even the second farmer, and this should be almost game actually for Lauri here. Because now he's controlling the field, to which Gus most likely needs to attack with his final meeple, and Gus doesn't have any possibility of getting meeples back from anywhere. Okay, aside from like, I don't know, a double Dorito here or something. And yeah, life is looking so super good for Lauri here. +8 for Gus on the scoreboard, but 0 for this farmer, 3 for this farmer, so +11, +16, +19, 20, 24, 8, 5, so 16, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, +9 for Lauri after this field, and he's also up in meeples by 1. So actually, yeah, I get that you want to attack the field, but it's like it's not now. You need quick points, and Gus has basically sealed his fate because I think what needed to happen was Gus to score like something else first, like maybe just some cities or some roads, and only then after go for the final meeple onto the field, and maybe even try to get there via like a road monastery on like his final tile or something. But like going for this so early on, I don't think is the way. I don't think he like ever gets to win in that way. Because Lauri just has too many scoring tiles, and he immediately hit one of those. He hit the monastery, and he's now, I believe, exactly equal on points. And really, even if he wouldn't score anything, he would still win. But he does score, of course, and he has 2 meeples at his disposal. And yeah, it's. I mean, you would have to like really do everything in your power as Lauri to give points and to really deliver stuff to Gus if Lauri were to try and lose this. There were plenty connections. He should hardly he should score for sure. Yeah, I do agree. So there were other options to get to the field, like either like either via here or via the road monastery, or even maybe create something over here. Maybe I don't know, a starting tile, like via the outside of a starting tile or something. Yeah, I think Santos just had like a lot of possibilities to score and to still try and be in the game, but unfortunately for him, that is not to be. Lauri even gets to, I guess, go over here. This is a nice move, by the way, from Gus. So takes away the potential 8-point road from Lauri, as he was seemingly aware that the starting tile was still in the deck, and now forces Lauri to take 6 points instead, which is not a huge loss for him, and was a guaranteed win anyways, but still a nice final penultimate move for the Brazilian. And Lauri is gonna be going into a 2-0 on the league stage. I believe he is now at 4 wins and 2 losses in games. His first opponent. Who was his first opponent that he won? I can't remember by heart, but we'll take a look. So 99 to 85 for Lauri, and despite the hiccup on the second game, he brings it home, and it is yet another undefeated run for Finland this week. Great stuff. Let's take a look at the future opponents of Lauri. So on the first week he defeated Andrea Pacenti with also 2-1 score, and now another 2-1 score. His future opponents are gonna be, however, all more difficult than than the ones he has had so far, I think. Plus, of course, the reigning silver medalist from the MSO Grand Prix of 2025, hotly just like almost always rated like 650 to 700 or so. A very very strong Taiwanese player, and a part of like the Taiwanese team in like I don't know every year, because like he's pretty hard to surpass. And then we have Bossy of Czechia. I think that's Pavel Hudek, right? I'm gonna say Pavel Hudek, um, who is gonna be a very slow player. Um, Not sure how well that suits for Lauri, but I think Lauri is also kind of from the slower or slowish end, so should be a long match nonetheless, I think. Wasn't feeling too good about my games today. Plenty of lag too. Well, first of all, welcome to the chat, Lauri. And secondly, well, I think at least you did what you needed to do. You brought home the win. The lag is definitely a problem these days, a lot, and it could be so that if it keeps happening, then we might see the same thing that happened in the qualifiers, where the default format was switched from BGA tournaments into a real time into a normal time mode, like slow time format, custom tables, just so that you can switch those tables into being turn-based if there is like clear a lag or like huge issues of that sort. Yeah, well, good start for Larpaattori in the league stage, and well, the easiest is behind him. I wanna say, and the more difficult opponents are to come. For Sir Gus, unfortunately for him, the the situation isn't looking that good with two losses out of the two matches, but at least he hasn't lost 0-2, so the tiebreakers could still be there if he manages to win against Helge, against Paxi, and against Andrea Patenti. Although it's going to be a very very tough task for sure, but maybe he can surprise us and well, surprise us big time and make a real good comeback. Future matches for tomorrow. Well, first of all, there's a Japan versus Mexico with Guru Guru versus Elias Mochan at 6 a.m. Well, at 4 a.m. UTC, which definitely will not be covered by me or any other European streamer, I reckon. Then we have Cherry Papa versus El Duderino. Also a bit just a bit too early for me, I reckon. And if I do cover stuff tomorrow, then it's gonna be at earliest, I believe, of of Pavel Hudek versus Wahei of Japan. But we do have quite a many matches tomorrow, so 7 matches actually, which is really not a surprise given that the weekends are always going to be stacked. So if you do want to see the future games of tomorrow, then stay alert on the stream announcements on the channel by being subscribed on it. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for tuning in all the way until the end. And if you did enjoy this type of Carcassonne content and would like to see more of it, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing, by liking the stream, or by leaving a comment down in the comment section if you are watching this stream beforehand, and not beforehand again, but afterwards. I'll be seeing you likely tomorrow with some more Carcassonne Champions League stage matches. Bye for now.